Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about the 8BitDo microcontroller and my use case for it, why I got it. So, as you can see, I have here my Wacom tablet and my keyboard is almost taken half of the tablet. I restricted my drawing area to only this area right here, but I want to move my keyboard away essentially and use my 8BitDo micro for all my keyboard shortcuts for Photoshop and the Clip Studio Paint. The nice thing about it is it has a try mode. It has S for switch input, which is Nintendo Switch controller. D is for D input, which is like a regular controller, like this one right here. And K is for keyboard shortcuts, which what I wanted to use it. But the K mode, the software to control or to set up the shortcuts for the K mode is only supported on Android and iOS. So if I want to set my keyboard shortcuts, I have to use my iPad right here. So the only issue is I use the K mode, like the shortcuts on my iPad. But if I want to switch to my PC, I have to pair the controller again. So I need to hold down this little button right here until the light blinks. Then wait, I go to my Bluetooth settings on my PC and pair it again. Then if I want to use it back on my iPad, I have to do the same thing. I have to go to my Bluetooth settings right here and just like repair the whole thing. In this video, I'm going to be showing you like a better way to use it. So essentially what we will be doing is we're going to be utilizing one of the profiles here. Like it's either like the switch profile or the switch mode or the D-pad mode as a shortcuts for PC. The K mode, I'm going to keep it for iPad. And in order to set shortcuts on the iPad, the Ultimate software on the iPad is quite straightforward, to be honest. So first of all, I need to go to the K mode and pair my controller on my iPad, which I already did. So as you can see here, I got my shortcuts and my controller is already set. So if in order to set shortcuts, it's really simple. Just install the software, go to profiles. I have here like one for Clip Studio. I'm going to create another one for Photoshop later, but mainly I use Clip Studio on my iPad. You can go here to buttons, click any of the buttons here, and you can set like function keys, numbers, keyboard, key combos, whatever. So the key mode is already set. I'm going to now switch to my PC, and I'm going to show you how we can utilize either like the switch input or the D input. Alright, so now I'm back on my PC. We will be utilizing a software called Anti-MicroX. This software is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So let's go to the releases page. And on the releases page, under assets, we have here the options, essentially like for downloads. We will be using the Windows installer, which is this one, Windows AMD 64.exe. There's a portable version as well if you'd like that, but I will use the installer because I want to have this software running on my system almost always, so I could utilize my shortcuts. So I'm gonna click on more info. I'm gonna click on run anyway. Then I'll click yes here to give it admin privileges to install. Then I'll click on next, click on I agree. If you're like an advanced user, you might wanna add it to your system path. I don't see why you need to add it, so I'm gonna just keep it at default. You can also create a shortcut on your desktop to access the software. Click on next, next, and install. Right, so after we have installed our software, let's talk about how we can set our shortcuts. So in my controller, I currently have it on the switch input mode, and I could do the D input mode as well. Feel free to select which mode that you want to set the shortcuts to. You could do like, for example, your PC on the switch input, your laptop on the D input, and keep your iPad, for example, on the K input. So you have 3 modes to play with. So let's set some shortcuts. The first thing that you need to do is to locate where each button is. So for example, here I have my A key, I have my X key, my Y key, and B key. So I want to set, for example, here I have Photoshop open. I want to set the move tool to be A button. So you can see here, like none of these keys have any shortcuts. So I'm gonna click on the A button, and I'm gonna select V here and click a close. So now E is V. So V is the keystroke that will be applied when I press on the A button on my controller. Another one that I use quite a lot is the brush, which I'm gonna set B to it. So I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna tap on my keyboard B, or I can select it here, and you can see here last keyboard or mouse button is B, because you can also set mouse input as well. If you click here on mouse, or if you click on your mouse, you can set mouse buttons here, or sorry, mouse inputs, I guess they're buttons as well. So click on close. So now I have my move tool and I have my brush tool. I could also set my eraser to be on the X. So I can click here, click on E. It's very easy. Now let's talk about key combinations like Ctrl-Shift-Z, Ctrl-Z for redo and undo. So I'm gonna set it to one of my sticks, the redo and undo. So here I'm gonna click on it, and in order to do a key combination, we need to go to the advanced settings. But before we do that, we need to select the first key of the combination, which is Ctrl. Then click on advance. Then here on the empty button, click on it and click on Z on your keyboard. So now we have Ctrl, we have Z. You can also like adjust this. So if you, let's say you don't want Z, you want like, I don't know, X, you can click on it and re-register the keystroke again. But I want it to be Ctrl Z. So click on a close, click on close, and as you can I don't think it has saved. Oh yeah, sorry, it has saved here on top, Ctrl Z. So I've set like our undo button, and down below we're gonna set Ctrl-Shift-Z. So I'm gonna select Ctrl, then click on advance, then click here, we're gonna add Shift, click again, gonna add Z, then click on close and make sure here it says Ctrl-Shift-Z, then close again, and now we have set our shortcuts. So let's try these shortcuts. Let's see if it actually works. I'm gonna click on A, which is my move tool. It works. B is my brush tool, which is also works. Ctrl-Z works, and Ctrl-Shift-Z works. So it's very easy, very straightforward to set up and use. But the last thing that we need to do is to save our profile. So open the software again after you made sure like all your shortcuts work fine. Because if you restart the software without saving your shortcuts, it's gonna reset everything. So we need to save our profile. So I'm gonna go here and I click on save, and you can give it a name, let's say like Eclipse Studio, or any other software that you want to add essentially a profile to. I'm just gonna override my Photoshop profile, and I'm gonna click on yes, and now I have saved my profile, and I can select any profile from this menu here. It's very straightforward, super easy to use. If you have any question on it, put it down in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.